to the subway, which is the connection between the Marmaray and the normal metro line. This was a very important bridge to connect now the European side actually also with the Asian side, because after the bridge you can see right now the metro is moving, the subway is moving and is going underground again until Yenikapu is the name of the station, see to be connected with Asia. So now we are passing the Galata Bridge, which is a mechanical bridge. That means whenever they need, they can lift up the bridge. Okay, they can open and lift up the bridge, and now we are entered into the waters of the Golden Horn. Now between Pera, which is the site with the Galata Tower, and the old Constantinopolis, there used to be a huge chain. So whenever they wanted to block this harbor of the Golden Horn, then they were lifting up the chain, and so no ship was able to get through. Actually, today we will be able to show you some pieces which are still left from this chain in the archaeological museum. Can everybody hear me, by the way? Can you hear me? You hear me? Yeah, good. Very good. So here on the Bosphorus now, we have got two streams. We have a substream and an upper stream. The substream the substream actually runs towards the Black Sea, while the upper stream flows towards the Marmara Sea. So right now our face is facing the direction to the Black Sea, ladies and gentlemen. We're on the way towards the Black Sea, and we're moving, we're cruising along the European side, and we will turn back along the Asian side. Okay. So on our cruise we will see many beautiful mansions, houses, palaces along the Bosphorus, which are partly from the Ottoman period, partly modern. Some nice hotels we are going to see as well, which are situated directly at the Black Sea, at the Bosphorus. By the way, you are watching even right now also a huge cruise. Look, there's a very big cruise. We are going to pass it. Those kind of cruises are coming to Istanbul, and from time to time we used to have like up to 6 cruises at the same time landed here in Istanbul. This on the left hand side is actually the harbor, the port. It's the port of Istanbul. Istanbul Modern is a museum also situated at the port, and the customs are also straight ahead on the left hand side. So there is a university here as well, which is situated directly at the Bosphorus, which is the Mimar Sinan University. Mimar Sinan was an architect, actually the most famous architect of the whole Islamic history and Turkish history was the great Sinan. There's a university for fine arts, which is situated directly at the sea. Classica Genova. Just after the Costa Classica, you see the chamber for sea trade of Turkey. This is the museum which I have mentioned. This is Mimar Sinan Museum for Fine Arts. So we are going to reach the area of Kabantash, which is the end station for the tramway line T1, and that is also the beginning for the ferries to the Princess Islands, which are on the Marmara Sea. So they are starting from here. The main part of the ferry is going from here. Is the eye of the Intercontinental Hotel. Can you see that? Yeah? So there are some other very top hotels like the Swiss Hotel, the Bosphorus, facing the Bosphorus as well. You're going to see the Grand Hyatt and then also the Hilton Hotel. They're all situated here, very close with a view to the Bosphorus. But there is there is a there is a stadium in construction for a soccer club, Beşiktaş, which is one of the big football clubs of Istanbul and Turkey. By the way, there are drinks on board. We have tea, Nescafe, apple tea. The tea kinds are 3 lira and the coffee is 6 lira. If you like to have something while you travel, you just need to tell the young fellow. He will be doing a service for you, no problem. So now we're looking to the Dolmabahce Palace, which is actually the largest monoblock palace of Istanbul, not of Turkey anymore, because our current president, he ordered to build a new palace with 1,150 rooms in Ankara. That is so far the largest palace nowadays in Turkey. But this one is the historical palace of Sultan Abdülmecid Han, Sultan Abdülmecid II, who ordered to build this palace in 1843 up to 1856. It took 13 years, and then he brought the administration to this palace from the Topkapı Palace. The first section, the first part, is called Selamlık. It's the administration part. Women were not allowed to enter in this part. And the second one, which is the higher part, is the ceremonial hall for many different events. There is hanging down from the ceiling the largest chandelier in the world with 4.5 tons of crystal made in England. And not even in England they have that such chandelier. It's unique in the world. And here the third part was the harem. This was preserved for the family and concubines of the Sultan, and it was very important for us as well because in 1938, after he was spending 11 years of his life, after he turned back to Istanbul, the founder of the Turkish Republic, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, he died in this palace as well. Okay, so nowadays our current president and prime minister, they both have offices also in this palace. This is a living palace. And here you see the Shangri-La Hotel, international chain, also situated directly at the Bosphorus. This region here, this neighborhood is called Beşiktaş. You can see the Conrad Hotel. You see the round one there, Conrad Hotel. Also one of the very top hotels. We're going to pass the Four Seasons Hotel, Four Seasons Bosphorus. It is built in a Baroque style and an old style, but it's a new hotel. Here, Four Seasons. And then after the Four Seasons, there is a traditional high school, which is the Beşiktaş High School. That is one of the privileged high schools of Turkey. Well, in the normal hotel part of the Kempinski, you are paying probably per person between 400 and 600 euro for a night. But when you want to stay here in the palace part, then the rate looks much different. It's like minimum between $10,000 and $50,000 for a night. Yes, that is. There is a helicopter landing piste here, and generally they are using the palace just for very, very special events. Okay, if normal customers want to stay in the palace, then, in the hotel, they're preparing the Kempinski Hotel. Kempinski is running the business of the Turan Palace as well. Okay, so it's one of the real top hotels of this area, of this city, and of the country. And you see, the height of the palace is actually equally with the hotel, but look at how many floors the hotel has and how many floors the palace has only. The palace has got only 2 floors, while the hotel has got like 5 different floors, except the base. With the base it's like 6 floors, and then they have also underground floors. It is bigger than it seems to be. So this building here on the left is a high school it's a branch high school actually for sailors. and for sea trade, yes. While next door, then we can see the Galatasaray University. Galatasaray is a soccer club, a football club. It's actually the most famous one of Turkey, the most successful one. Galatasaray University. Exactly. And then here we have the traditional boys' high school, which was a boys' high school in the past. Nowadays it's a mixed school, Kabataş Boys' High School. This is actually the best branch school to learn German language in Turkey. German language, yeah. They are specialized on the German language. And then we will arrive to the Ortaköy, the central village. There's the Radisson Blue directly at the Bosphorus, and there's a restaurant, you might know it, Zuma. Do you know Zuma? Zuma is a very famous restaurant chain all over the world. Zuma is also here, situated at the Bosphorus. And then we have a mosque, which is also from Sultan Abdülmecid, and it was made by the same architect, Serkis Balyan. And as you can see, the minarets are absolutely different, in a very different style, because Serkis Balyan was using a new style, actually, kind of a baroque mixed with neoclassic and Ottoman, neo-Ottoman. So then you see a ruin house, okay, which is not break down because they have been creating a very new concept inside, because there's a cage in it. Look, there's a glass cage inside of that ruin, and they're running a restaurant business in it. So it's a very unique atmosphere as well. Did you see that? The cage inside, the glass cage inside of the ruin. Yeah, it's a restaurant. So now we arrive to the bridge. This is the bridge, the Bosphorus Bridge, which is connecting the European side and the Asian side. The bearers of the bridge are 168 meters high. The ceiling of the bridge to the sea level is 64 meters, okay? The height is 64 meters. And the length of the bridge is 1,510 meters from one to the other end. So far it was the first intercontinental bridge. It was started to be built in 1970, and they opened it at the 29th of October 1970. This is a nightclub. There is a Chinese restaurant in it, the Dragon Restaurant, which is very exclusive, and all the Hollywood stars, the top stars of Hollywood, when they are in Istanbul during the International Film Festival of Istanbul, then they are all enjoying the beautiful